primer here. I live in southern Manitoba, just close to the Manitoba North Dakota border. I've had an interest in rocks as far as I know all my life. Life being as busy as it is, trying to make a living, I haven't had any time to pursue it. But now as I'm getting older, I think it's about time that I get into it. I've always had an interest in stone, and I really find it hard to determine what kinds of stone there are. There are as many as the imagination will allow you to conjure up. But I am somewhat familiar with granite. I have a good friend who I have spent a considerable amount of time with, observing the work that he's done. I would consider him an artist, an expert. Myself, I don't lay claim to that. It's just something that I'm interested in. First of all, I would like to mention some of the safety aspects to it. I've spent a considerable part of my life, probably about 15-20 years, working in a metal shop. I'm familiar with grinders. I'm familiar with guards, shields, and how to use a grinder. And yet when I see others who work with stone, some of those safety aspects are obviously ignored. And I think the reason for that is with metal, for the most part, you're working with a somewhat thinner material which is subject to catching onto your blade and backing up on you, where rock seems to be somewhat forgiving in that way. If there's anybody here that cruises the web to point out lack of safety aspects that you might observe while I'm working, maybe one of those self-appointed safety instructors, I would encourage you maybe to set up your own website on safety, and those who are interested maybe could spend their time looking at that, and you could maybe otherwise busy yourself with that. No, I don't profess to follow all the safety procedures that maybe are in your manual, but a little bit of common sense I think goes a long way. I'll try to show you some of the tools I have. Being new at this whole thing, not knowing what to purchase, what is good, what is recommended. As with other tools that I bought over the years, I guess as I use the tools over time, they prove themselves, and you go with what you know. So I'll try to explain a little bit what I've got. I haven't got a whole bunch, but I'll introduce you to some of them. We'll start off with the 7-inch Makita hand grinder, just with a diamond blade to it, which I use probably for the most aggressive part of sculpting, or for whatever you want to call it. I also have a flex grinder polisher. It's a wet polisher, which I've only finished one piece, or almost finished one piece, so I've used it for the one piece, and it works very nice, but I guess the proof will be in the how long it will last. The different grinding discs, I work things out with, first of all, with the diamond blade. These are all diamond as far as that goes. These are fine, medium. This is a rougher, number 30. And these are the different pads from buff, 3000, 1500, 8, 400, 200, 100. These small ones here are the convex ones for polishing out bowls, which is very nice, works very good. The larger ones are more for a flat surface. I find that as I do some polishing and I use water, which you can't really see the end result because it's wet, and then at times I have to dry it off, so I tilt the stone over, pour the water out, and then I use a heat gun just to pass it over and dry it off, which then enables me to see the flaws better. Okay, just to start off, it's another piece of stone I found. I forgot to mention before, I happen to been running an excavator for the last number of years at the local landfill, and we get different types of material in, and we did get about 30,000 yards of contaminated soil in this year. And within the contaminated soil there was, I don't know, not tens of thousands, but there was thousands of rocks, different size, different shapes. And having an interest in it and having the okay from my boss, I was allowed to take out those stones that interested me. So I did find some that were really unique. I have a couple porphyry. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but if you look it up on the internet, it is a very interesting stone. And a few others that maybe I'll show you in a different video at some time. But I also found this one, and I'm not sure, really, I have no idea what it is. Initially I thought it was granite, but it seems so finely tight knit, and yet it seems soft. So it would kind of rule out granite for me, but I'm sure there are those who will see this clip and will be able to inform me better as to what it is. It is a soft material, and this rock originally was probably 2 inches, 2.5 inches thicker than what it is now, but I put it on a level surface, and I scribed it all around with my grinder to get a somewhat flat profile on the top of it, and then I just marked out my edges as to where I would like to see my finished product be. I did somewhat graft it out. I would like to be about 2 inches over here, which gives me the profile of coming up this way. So my blade will be running from here and then running up to there. And I cannot follow these lines as I have laid them out, because that would give me a far deeper cut in areas than I would like to. So I would have to almost go at right angles to where I've been. So after I will go out and do that now, because I can't do that inside obviously, and after I've cross-hatched it, I take my grinder and follow the lines and make squares, and then I take a chisel and knock those pieces up. Before I leave and go do that, I would like to show you the bowl that I finished. Not quite finished. I need to do one more polish on it. That was my first project, and this is my second one. This is my first project that I've ever done. I believe I was told this was a gabbro stone. I've also referred to it as being called black granite. I've polished it out to 3000, and I would like to finish it out with a buff. The stone is about 10 inches wide, 12 inches long, and approximately 2 inches deep. Obviously it was a learning curve, being the first project that I've been involved in. I've probably learned more from doing this stone than I will in most any other pieces that I do, but it really was quite a journey. So catch you next time.